And yes, folks, you see this correctly. We're doing a cinematic movie.
Oh! Welcome back, everybody, to another 3BG. We're going black and white. We are doing cinema. We are also in front of a wonderful, wonderful buffet, but unfortunately, all the food got eaten because Willem Dafoe ate.
Literally
ate the scenery.
For the normies.
We are talking A24's 2019 The Lighthouse.
For the normies, it's what happens when you put Green Goblin and Batman in a lighthouse for 4 weeks and how much their mind decays over the course of a month.
Eris, DJ Sue gave me and Chris a video that I forgot the guy's name, but he was talking about John Kay, and he was talking about John Kay and all the rest of that. John Kay is not the important part. The important part is actually Ren and Stimpy. John Kay was told by his father not to make no more space episodes, and I thought to myself, "Oh, the space episodes." Eris, you know what this reminded me of?
Space Madness. It was Space Madness and Maroon, the only two space episodes from Ren and Stimpy.
And here's the thing: one of the horrors of space is that there's nobody there. Yada yada yada. You're by yourself. Anything can come out of anything, and the doom of space is very, very Lovecraftian. That shit happens. All right. So here's the deal. How do they come up with these stories? Oh, being lost in sea. It's just 5 of us on the ship. Nobody has any water. No one has washed. Eyes of man going red.
This is a movie.
Like the damps got into the provisions.
This is a movie that I saw.
Blue for the first man that tells me where the fucking soup is at.
This is a movie I saw. The William Dafoe memes had me in tears, and I did at the point that the memes were coming out with him looking up like you got like I was laughing. I didn't know it came from the Lighthouse until I was watching like the Oscars, and I was like, that came from the Lighthouse. Wow. Okay, I need to watch this now.
My favorite one is the Warcraft one, when he dressed him up as an Inquisitor. Look at ye, talking heresy. That's my favorite one. But the fact that this nigga, instead of saying, I just like the fact, look at ye. There is so much with this fucking movie.
Now I didn't read any articles like after I've seen this movie like twice. I saw it the first time, like I said, after seeing the Oscar nominations that it was getting. I watched it then and I watched it now. I didn't read any articles about theories, right? And we were talking about this offline, and Dee brought up something of what if this is like Robert Pattinson's character in Purgatory, essentially.
Mm-hmm.
And when you really think back on the movie, it's like, maybe this is him in Purgatory and he was dead the whole time because, jumping to the end, his body's being pecked away by the fucking seagulls and shit. And I'm like, wow, that was a jump. He just fell down the stairs and then this, like, okay. And then you get to the end, it's like, well, maybe Dee's right. Maybe he is in Purgatory and this was just, oh shit, he's awake now and this is happening kind of thing.
What really got me was you'll see things like, you'll see the way Willem Dafoe talks in 2 scenes is the way he addresses him, the things that the symbolism, the symbolism everywhere, even down to the fact that everything is already in black and white. Shit is like something's not like already off the break. You get shit, you get this, the hardest image in the world.
Not just the image of black. I mean, not just that image in black and white. It's really quick. You blink and you miss it. My nigga, we got to see Robert Pattinson hump a mermaid.
I mean,
full thrust. I'm like, dude, that is a man who wants to get off.
He answered.
This is a man who wanted to get off this damn island.
He answered the question of, can you fuck a mermaid? Well, clearly you can't. Age-old question answer. Now all you filthy fucking dirtbags that want to fuck Ariel from Little Mermaid, your question was answered. All right, Jesus.
Okay, bitch, you said it. First of all, Chris, ew. Second of all,
that's a thing. That's a thing.
No. Second of all, Chris, Ew. So
I'm just saying that's the thing. That is a thing for some of these guys. They just like,
I'll clap
oh,
my cheeks, I spread these cheeks, and I'm gonna slob all over that. Stop.
like,
Stop.
look, Twitter births a lot of people that aren't just shit posting. They're being very serious. Like, it's one thing where shout out to my boy Prime when he's shit posting and you're like, all right, he's joking, right? There are people that are dead serious about I want to fuck Ariel, and I'm like, my dude, she's a mermaid. Like, what is
Fist first.
But the imagery, like, and the thing is, the
see
imagery.
that CGI, you still trying to bang?
She had a big forehead. It's crazy.
How you gonna have a big forehead and all the
Gotta
water
be
in the world to go this way to cover that shit?
But nah, the imagery of this movie, there was a lot of sexual tension because let's be real, these are two guys on an island by them fuck themselves, no women around. That's bound gonna happen here.
Like,
two things are gonna happen.
First of all, they really thought they was going home that like after a week.
When that storm hit, when he said, "Oh yeah, we were supposed to get picked up, but the storm." So yeah,
it's like they never came.
Now imagine, if you will, people, there is no internet, there is no modern signs of life. You're just sitting on that fucking rock half the day, getting bitch slapped by water. Yeah.
And you have rations.
Yeah. Have no rations.
No, you do. No. You have rations.
Had rations
until the damp got to the provisions.
Actually, let's start from the stop.
The damp.
The dead bird killed the drinking water. That was number one. So they had to drink alcohol, and that's the worst thing you could do is drink alcohol to quench your thirst. That is the worst thing you could fucking do.
Drinking alcohol.
Then the rations got fucking taken out. So now they're eating whatever they got left.
Like, God,
boy.
Drinking alcohol in pure isolation. Where have we heard this story from? That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Check out our 3BG episode of The Thing and our BAM episode of The Thing.
Also,
wow, double whammy on that one, didn't we?
Also, the BAM episode of Cannibal Ferox. Not because it has anything to do with it, just because there's some titties getting mutilated. I'm not kidding with you. It's really actually a rated X episode, and I don't think a lot of people should actually hear it. Anyway,
to be fair, Sue, in The Thing, when you're about to die of cold, drinking is probably the best thing you could probably do in that scenario. I mean,
no, actually, I think it's the worst thing you do.
Hey, if I'm gonna die, I might as well go out in the blaze of glory. Hand me that fucking whiskey right now.
But remember, Chris.
So you're gonna down a whole bottle of J&B, huh?
Exactly. Hey, you don't know if I'm the thing. I don't know if you're the thing. We're gonna be some drunken motherfuckers by the time this is done.
Yeah, I do. If I'm handing you alcohol, which supposedly is supposed to be a Molotov cocktail, and you can't tell the difference, he's an imitation. Yeah, and if I hear that Morricone theme as you take a sip. Getting this flamethrower.
First off, this isn't like the concoction that my man made in this movie with turpentine and honey. I'm like, that is some white people shit. Like, we need some alcohol, turpentine and honey. What the fuck?
You realize?
What the fuck?
Hold up. Turpentine and honey. That is okay. That's white people that want to make moonshine, but they want to be classy about it,
bro.
What's wrong?
Too much honey.
No.
Too much honey.
Come on, nigga. You do it to you. Come on, nigga. You ever see a black person drink a drink and it's supposed to be mixed? What? Bitch, why is there so much strawberry in this? Damn.
Bitch, you trying to get turned up. All right.
I remember one time it was like this. I was mad. It was the first time I ever, because D doesn't drink. I'm a smoker. I love the grape.
He's a light drinker. He ain't like heavy drinker.
I don't know. No, nigga, I don't drink. Let me make
it clear. You don't drink. Okay. I said light drink. No, like you probably drink one or two at least.
So this is with D one day. I forgot what it was. It was like I was mad at my wife, but I forgot what it was about. But I'm like, that's bullshit. Hey, yeah. Let me get. I forgot what I ordered. Then I was like, now put more liquor in that. Thank you. And I thought to myself, D, you look like a drunk.
Like the fuck? How did I get here?
Like, here, but hey, what's up? D, why you got that gay ass drink in your hand, man? Fuck you. I like fruity drinks. Leave me alone.
Like this.
Well, I'm trying to think. I know Chris. Well, I guess it would be Chris and I. We're the only, like, we would be the resident drinkers of 3BG.
The resident drinkers. Resident drinkers.
Yeah, the designated, like the designated.
I'm about to be designated fucking drinker this fucking weekend, Halloween weekend.
See, look at you, man. Halloween weekend, you already trying to get turned up.
Chris, I don't want you to get drunk because you seem like the nigga that starts singing Regulators wrong.
No, it's actually according
Regulators.
According to
mount up. You be like this, nigga. That's not how that song goes at all. What do you say?
I just start ad-libbing on rap songs that pop up that just happens to be in earshot and stuff, and I just joke around when I'm drunk.
Boy, Chris, I would love to see. Like, you remember your boy at what was that, Old School? I fucking need you more. That's what I want. That's what I'm talking. That's
the last time I was drunk, I think I was shit talking Drake because I forgot what song it came out. And I think I was just at the moment, I was just shit talking Drake the whole time while I was drinking. Not even on some hating shit, but it was just like it was just on some Drake. What happened to you, man? What happened?
What happened to you?
This ain't the soft shit I like, man. This ain't the shit you used to make. All of a sudden, the DJ turned is like this.
Bro, seeing these guys, the home gets destroyed by the storm, and they're just drinking like I'm like, bro, they are far gone.
All right, so let's get into this thing. First off, you get two men that come to an island, and they're going to be taking care of the lighthouse. As we see, Willem Dafoe, Thomas, who is he's what I call a pure seaman. Jesus Christ.
Pure.
But yes, he's what we call like a man of the sea. Aye, 'twas pilfery and crap like that. You know what I mean?
Smokes a pipe, farts. It's crazy.
Yeah. Hey, we got Robert Pattinson, who plays a scumbag, actually. Apparently, this nigga's a piece of shit.
He murdered a person. He murdered a guy.
Obvious. Why do you think when they had that one dinner together that he said, "Hey, you're on the run"? He already knew.
No, I'm not on the run. Okay, I'm not on the run. I like how the whole time. Here's the interesting thing though. They go in there. You see the two other guys. I don't think there were two other guys. I think this guys that worked. Whatever. They leave, but it's just them in the lighthouse. They down there getting this shit together and all that, and go to the bedroom. And Willem Dafoe just farts throughout this whole movie. And is the farts funny? Yes, they are.
Because it's occasional. It's not like the Farley brothers.
It's psychological.
Mm.
It's psychological.
My man talks and then farts and then keeps it going. Like that's just.
All right, boy. Did you ever get this? So his whole thing is like, all right, Ephraim is his name. I mean, Thomas is his name. Actually, no, not Thomas. I'm thinking of
Thomas Wake.
Thomas Wake and Ephraim. I know it was Thomas Ephraim, right?
No. So William Dafoe is Thomas Wake. Rob Pattinson is Ephraim Winslow, but he calls himself Thomas Howard.
Yeah.
Sounds like someone who's clearly trying to escape the law.
I mean, he killed the real Ephraim Winslow, and that's why he was like, "You're on the run," and Dafoe keeps asking him who he is and stuff because he's like.
Funny. But before all that though, it's just like quiet between them. It's like, "My boy, it's just two of us for the next 4 weeks. Before we're gone, we be at each other's throats." That's foreshadowing.
Yeah.
You're like, okay. My name is Ephraim. Ephraim.
Now, in the midst of all this is happening over the course of this, Thomas Ephraim constantly sees a mermaid.
As we all knew, the sea cow, or as Eris likes to call it, the sea whore.
Should have let me said it.
Go ahead, nigga, it's your word.
I know, really, right?
Go
ahead, just make a T-shirt. Whores.
Sea whore. Sea whore. It got to be like the Sea World whore.
Hey, you gotta get the Free Willy thing, and it says sea whores as it going underneath.
Nah, it's gotta be some OnlyFans girl doing this.
It's like, hey, the sea whores.
I really thought you was gonna continue. There they go with their OnlyFans and their their MIDI fans and their X videos their X video shorts that are only 10 seconds long and don't really show you anything that you want to show.
20 years from now, 20 years from now, Sue, if you're not saying whores that way as an old man, I'm gonna be very disappointed.
You better be.
You better be.
I'm quite sure I will. Listen, I am quite sure I will be.
If you have kids, you tell them, hey, son, don't be around them whores.
Hey, Grant, like Mr. Earl, stop talking like that. Why? We all seen whores. I know your mom. She a whore.
And she got with me.
All right, so.
But he constantly sees a mermaid in certain points of the movie, and I deduced personally and stuff, past him groping the mermaid that he sees, and she lets out the scream. I deduced that maybe she's either one, a figment of his imagination, or two, she's a legit siren.
I'm going to go with she is a siren. I will go with that because it goes into my full theory.
Mm-hmm.
And I think, she is either a siren, and it actually went just like that. Oh my God, I'm about to put my dick in this junk. Yeah. And then when the foe over there walking away, hey boy, get up.
Tis
the morning.
No, the moment that you think that it's safe, she starts squawking at you like a bird.
My man was intensely jerking off. I'm like, bro, like, dog.
Hey. Here's the thing. The first thing he got there, he digged in his bed. He was a hole in his bed, and he saw, take out some stuff, and he saw like this little mermaid statue. Nice little titties on it. This is what we called porno back in the day.
Well,
no, the fact that it was like that deep in the mattress too.
Well, let's be real, guys. This is the 1890s.
I think we all been there. I think we all been there.
I'm like, who would hide? I'm like, no, wait. So who was the last person that stayed here decided to hide a wooden mermaid that deep in the mattress?
Let's be real.
Why you hiding that shit, nigga? Share it, man. Come on, man.
It is. But think about it. That was the 1890s version of opening up a Maxim magazine and jerking off. It's like, oh shit, this mermaid, wooden thing.
Like Maxim magazine, the centerpiece of Performance Auto and Sound.
Yeah.
The second to the second to the last 12 pages of Excite magazine.
Importune magazine.
Yeah, the cover story of Importune.
The cover story.
Sad jerk. A random ass red book. That's a sad jerk right there. You looking for anything at that point. You're lucky there is a lingerie one. You're like, I don't like how these bitches look, but I'm gonna try.
I mean, wouldn't a sad jerk be like, shit, Jet Beauty of the Week? Is that?
Nah, that ain't a sad jerk. That's
no. It would be
Chris.
No, it's a Jet Beauty. It's a
the Negro community.
No, D, I got you. It's a Jet Beauty of the Week 30 years ago.
Ooh. Well, I don't know.
Hey, Eris.
Ruby D was looking pretty hot back in the day.
Ruby D was never stopped that. What the fuck? I was going to say
30 years ago. That's still the 90s. So
rap videos in 1991 ain't that bad. This somebody's grandmama.
I hate you, Sue. You just aged us up. You said 30 years ago. I'm thinking 1970s. I'm like, it's 1990.
Yo,
fuck you.
It's 1990, bro.
Yeah.
You.
Hey, Chris. Every girl that Eris points out looks like they're about to say, "I'm working on a new man."
Downtown Julie Brown.
That's what I call the swing head by
Jody Watley before she called it quits.
Man. Whew. Man, Jody Watley, she was the shit.
That one Angela Winbush song that nobody knows about before she did Treat You Right.
Hold
on. Hey, anybody else got mid R&B songs from since of the early 90s? Anybody? Okay.
No, year one Tracy Spencer.
Oh, damn. Oh, no, year one. Yeah, that was when she was on Family Matters like 3 times and shit because they gave her a fucking plot line.
This house Tracy Spencer.
Hey, man, nah. You that one. Shout out to anybody that got a Tatiana Ali album. Shout out to
shit, she did put out like 2 albums.
She put out 2 albums, sir. And then she showed up in a movie with Omar Epps and a Japanese man that vowed to never do movies in America again.
Well, she did do a movie with her boyfriend Jonathan Brandis. You know that yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh, and she did a movie and she also did a movie with your boy. Homeboy from the Philippines. That movie, Faking the Funk.
Rufio.
Yeah, Rufio.
I'm sorry, I keep calling him Rufio. He has a real.
No, he pretty much is Rufio.
Dante already know.
Dante Bosco.
Hey, look, no. And he better not walk around and get mad. I'll be honest with you, and I'm not trying to say that's rude. It is rude.
It is rude. That's why I don't want
you to get mad at that for somebody. Hey, yo, Rufio, you can't then turn around. Don't call me that, nigga. That's all anybody know what you did.
It's like being mad calling old boy Hector. I'm pretty sure he don't mind. It's like, all right.
No LG.
You know, hey, you know what?
Until you show him the meme. I'm sorry. Until you show him the meme of every movie that he was in, and it just says his character name Hector. I
mean, I'm calling Noel. Don't get it twisted. I ain't gonna say Hector. But
You want to know the opposite to Dante. No, the opposite of it. Hey, Keno. You know what Ernie does? Ba. Nigga, I ain't asked you about that movie, dog.
Ask about Surf Ninjas. The fuck out of here.
I know who you are, Ernie Reyes Jr. Shut up.
Remember when The Rock hit you with
I'm a fan.
The fact you get Ernie and Dante mixed up is funny as shit.
Like, hey, Ernie, remember when The Rock hit you with a log in the fucking rundown? Didn't like that, did you?
Remember that time you saw Chris Rock and you did the little double jump and then you hid behind Zing Zae and then you hid behind Hollywood for the next 8 years?
Bro, when you outran black people.
That's when you know it's fictional, work of fiction.
Hey, yeah.
Hey, you outrunning Chris Tucker and Jackie Chan.
Real talk, Ernie. Was they smoking weed? Was the Ninja Turtles smoking weed before he ran down the steps and jumped in the air? Ninja Turtles too. Was that? Did they really have a little smoking break? Oh shit, dude, we gotta get down there. Yeah,
Oh god,
TP time.
No. It's TT time. Teenage Turtle time. Fuck. Anyway, whatever.
Like going back, but yeah. Like the whole movie, the slow descent. You know the shit that got my nerves, right? Is when he's painting the lighthouse on that rickety ass fucking rope. I'm like, he gonna fall down. And
when you saw the wind blow, and that ladder was holding on for dear life.
Dude, the rope was hanging on for dear life. You see the fucking way that rope was stringing at the top? I'm like, dog, how is he still hanging on for dear life on that shit?
Now, I know this movie has a lot of what I like to call an actor's wet dream of I can use this to my advantage. Mm-hmm. A part of me thinks that Robert actually failed and bust his shit off of that thing.
Like, I'm gonna do this. No stunt, man. Let's go.
Like especially when he was like, keep it steady. Like I keeping it steady. I said keep it steady.
That yell was so I'm about to die. It was like no, I feel that Robert Eggers was like this. hit the release cable. Rob like, what the fuck? I could have died. There was a pad down there, Rob. There was a pad.
When I saw this the first time, I thought
not gonna hurt my number one star. Not gonna hit my number one. Look, not gonna hit my number one star. Hey, number two, you can stop saying I now.
Nah, when I saw
this stuck in the character ID.
That's what it's the first time. I thought Ephraim, like when he woke up, I thought when he stared down, like he broke his leg or something, and the bird was pecking at it, right? And I was like, oh, he's fine. He just, probably got the wind knocked out of him, so he was out for a minute and stuff. But I was like, okay, well, nothing broke. Now, so
there's something that needs to be said about said bird that was pecking his leg.
Mm-hmm.
The bird that was pecking his leg was missing one eye.
Mm-hmm.
More on that later.
I mean, because that's the same bird that he ends up killing when he goes to the drinking water and sees there's a dead bird in it, which basically kills the drinking water they were using. That one-eyed bird comes down and he fucking loses it. It's the grunting, this captions grunting. I fucking died on that shit.
For me, it's the perfect blur of hair for me.
Dude, that should be a fucking album cover, like you do all the time with the parental advisor.
No, nigga, you ain't lying, yo. It was this. No bullshit, y'all. It was literally this. Back the bitch.
Chill. Get on to it, brother.
Oh, he was fed up. He was fed the
he
fuck
was
up.
Done.
He was
so done. And like the moment he asked that question prior to that scene was, what's wrong with killing a gull?
It's bad luck, boy.
It brings bad luck. So
does it?
It makes hold on. Let me tell you.
I ain't a sea person, so I don't know.
No, Chris. See, Chris, let me put it to you like this. When you decided to do Hulk's Ultra 2 on a freaking seagull and just slam, swing, it just, I get it. You are so fed up, but my guy, no one told you that. Like, no one told you to do a Kratos style execution on a gull, because that gull happened to be, that wasn't just any gull. That gull was from Olympus, because what happened right after he killed it? As soon as he killed it, the freaking wind chimes start going, the compass starts going crazy, the directions are spinning out of nowhere, and it points in another direction. Storm immediately says, hey, I'm on the way. We got the green light. The seagull got murdered by a marooned white man with an immaculate mustache.
But wait a minute. Why does it happen? Because, boy, tis the souls of sailors in the past, bound to the sea, bound to their father Poseidon.
Part of the sea, part of the
ship.
There's
a lot of
part of the ship, part of the sea, part of the ship.
I think you brought up the whole thing with the whole thing of the whole Poseidon thing, because I think you said you read up on a theory that do with Poseidon.
Yeah, if you kill Poseidon, nigga, storms. Every day.
Here's the thing. The reason why Poseidon comes up is because, number one, dead sailors. That's really a tale that's the whole thing. But they say Poseidon does that. That's one of the things that Poseidon does. If you die at sea, you're pretty much going to be a seagull in the afterlife. And then the fact that, there's a lot of weird shit like that lighthouse. What's going inside the lighthouse? Well, Willem goes up there every night, and I'm not sure he's either smoking weed, he's just passed out because that light is like 100 degrees and he ain't been drinking fresh water, or by theory that I think we all think, he just got done jerking off. So
I am going with option 3, because that is a guy that's ready to get something to eat after he had a long jerk off session.
No, go to sleep.
Either two,
Go to sleep.
That's a go to sleep one right there, nigga.
Two things is going down. He's either gonna have a smoke or he's immediately going to sleep. Or smoke, then sleep.
Or like, hey, Chris, hey y'all. I think we're forgetting the best thing about this. No, not the eyeball. No, no, not at all. The sweet ass fucking chest tattoo.
Bro, gotta ship. That is, you know what, man? Look. You know what? That is the equivalent of these. Okay, I hate to say it like this, and
Go ahead.
No offense to anybody that's in the military.
Go ahead.
I fucking hated motherfuckers that join the military and get the military logo on their body as a tattoo. I'm like, that is the most goober ass shit that you could possibly do. I'm like, I'm not.
No, it's my identity now.
You mean the gung ho motherfuckers,
bro?
It's my whole identity.
That's just as worse as getting the American flag on your body. Like, why?
I think that's the worst one. I think that's the worst one. The American flag.
I don't love America enough to get a fucking tattoo, dog.
Listen, sir. If you are not cosplaying as Guile at the next convention, you getting these jokes.
Like, bro, he got a ship tattoo on his chest. I'm like, that's dedication, but bro, who does that? Who does that?
Back in the yes, 'twas 6 of us. My buddy David, my other buddy Lawrence, and tis my other roommate Joey. We all went together.
We all went down to visit my friend. His name was Ferb, but his real name was Frank.
Whatever happened to
real name was Frank, but we called him Ferb.
Whatever happened to just getting?
Isn't it crazy what a young man would think of like that?
Whatever happened to just getting a fucking ship in a
I remember one day he came to me. He said, "Ferb, 'tis bring over the beef jerky, and the beef jerky will be good for us all." So I tells him.
Thank you for picking that up, D. Thank you.
Harris. The other one,
beef jerky. God damn, dude.
No. The other one was off of Rocco's My Life. The other one off of Rocco's My Life. They went down to Davy Jones' locker, Mickey Doodle's locker too, and all the other monkeys had lockers. I told you what I told them. What you look at me, you stupid monkey.
The line that got me, and it was peak. Oh, William Dafoe is really acting in that role. Like he's dialed in. Damn ye, let Neptune dig ye did, Winslow Hawk. And I'm like, wow,
Hawk. No. I like what built it up. What built up to all that was, hey man, look, we on our last day. Come on, man, loosen up.
Can I get to light?
They're like, loosen up, man. Let's drink. They've been drinking, having a good old time. Winslow, pretty much, they have this, like, of course, there's always an intense scene with a drunk. There's always going to be an intense scene. They're just like, what? That. And it's like this. Okay, y'all. Rob is actually drunk.
I think he's drunk right now.
Speaking of which,
go.
Mr. Pattinson, look. Shout out to Edward. Man. First off, this nigga has been acting his ass off since Twilight has been over. Number one. Number two, this dude goes fully in to being a psychopath. Do you know that this motherfucker said, "Hey, Jared Leto, you losing weight? Nah, you gotta do the simple things to be a method actor. I gotta look like somebody punched me in my face and I hate my life." Before he even said cut, he looked down, saw a puddle of mud, would take water out the mud, and action. He would have a scowl on his face. Also, the whole time, he didn't wash himself. He didn't do certain things just to piss off Willem Dafoe. So when they had their little interaction, like, "You're a dog, boy," it's more of Willem Dafoe, like, "I hate your monkey ass. How the fuck you come on this set?" Act like they like Willem Dafoe said he didn't hate him, but there were some times where he would purposely fuck up lines over and over again, just so when Robert felt, all right, we got enough motivation. Now let me actually do the line right. Willem Dafoe was like, you a bitch nigga. You gonna do this. You want to act like you don't know lines and shit. So by the time they actually go into it, listen to me, boy. You will die. That's real motivation coming out of them. So what you got was some of the best method acting from both men. This is on the level of two wrestlers that have been on the road for the last 6 weeks wrestling each other. They know what they're doing. So that's what one thing I can appreciate about the performance that we got out of them, man.
Dude, Ephraim snapping off at near the end of the movie. You think you're so damn high and mighty because you're damn lighthouse keep. Like he just went.
What's in the lighthouse? What's in there? What's in there? You're gonna tell me
farts.
What's in there?
You smell like piss.
He said jism. I got a question, guys. What does jizz smell like? I have been around. Look, real talk. I have 2 sons. I have teenage nephews. What's the smell? So I can know. Actually, don't tell me the smell because once I smell it, I'm gonna be an asshole to my kids. Look, hey, I know what you're doing here.
I'm sorry. I just, in my years on this earth and the times that I've,
hey man, you never got a whiff of that shit, nigga.
No. No. Like who? Like
Eris knows.
And I'm not gonna ask any previous chick that I've been with. Like, why would I do that? They ain't gonna know.
It tastes like pineapples. Don't do that, bitch. Okay.
Yeah, I know, right?
You're like, it tastes like it tastes like pineapples. You're like, bitch, don't lie to me. Okay, nigga. It tastes like a T-bone steak and A1 Sprite, and that's what it tastes like, nigga.
I mean, look.
No.
I mean, even though they constantly say
no, it's not. Great for the skin. No.
Even though they constantly say eat a jubilee of fruit before you do anything.
Look. Now here's the thing. Now here's the thing. Women are right in the fact that they can tell.
I think that's right, but
no, but they are right in the fact that women can tell if a guy has been drinking a lot of water and eating fruit. They can tell straight up, right? There's a difference between a guy there's a difference between a guy that's drinking water and all that stuff because I guess the consistency or whatever and stuff compared to a guy that doesn't drink water and he ain't like it's a difference apparently. So I'm like, all right, that makes sense and stuff. But I don't know the smell. I'm like, fuck no.
So short answer. So the short answer, D, thanks to the powers of Google, if you smell raw lemon juice.
It's probably not a good sign.
It's not a good sign.
Hey, if your jizz if it ain't looking like jizz is supposed to look, well, hey, bro,
I would never forget. And it was one joke I saw in X video. And I looked at it and I was like, huh. And I went to the comments and everybody's like, yo, this nigga's sick. Yo, he need to go to the doctor.
It's like, bro, if your shit ain't looking like, look, color's supposed to look a certain way. It's supposed to be white, right? It's supposed to be white. So, like, if your shit looking anything but white, hey, bro, you might want to
look like the sky in the
there is a reason.
Photo behind us. If it looks like
there is a reason why they say your body gives you warning signs.
No, that Patrice O'Neal joke when he said his wife tasted his pee, it was like, hey, this shit tastes like frosting. You might want to go to the doctor. I think you got diabetes. I'm like, bro, I fucking died. And he was like, I mean, hey, it tastes like birthday cake. I was like, what?
Bro, if your stuff comes out,
that's a good girlfriend and wife, but she's like, hey, you might want to go to the doctor, dog.
I'm like, listen, if your stuff comes out holding his left arm like Vegeta after a battle, you might want to go get yourself checked out.
Yeah. Hey, one of the best things I've ever seen in a motherfucking porno was a girl who got it in the face, right? And she was like, she had this look on her face, right? And dude was like pineapples? Just like pineapples. Like, that don't taste like pineapples, do it, man.
Nah, D, the best.
That shit tastes like that shit like chicken and rice, don't it?
D, I got one more for you, then we can go back to this movie. Oh, God, Jasmine Byrne and Mark Anthony. One scene, one line. When it was all over, Jasmine had the nerve to say, oh, God, what do you eat?
That's a nigga that drink alcohol and eats shitty food.
Sir. When the viscosity is like that of the fungus from Super Mario Brothers.
Fucking Dr. Tsunami over here just describing.
I'm just saying it was that thick according to what she was doing with it. God,
it sucks, man.
No answer for that.
Oh God, this needs to be clipped for Bam.
I got answers for him taking out random pubic hair out of fucking matches before he got to the damn mermaid.
Yo, even I had to. Okay, I just wanted to be sure
I
that
said
this one.
stuffing. That I said stuffing.
I really
pubic hair, my dude.
No. When I saw that, I was like, "That's some weird ass stuffing for a match."
Thank you, right?
I was like,
pubic ass hair, dog.
Black sheep.
I was like, is this some black and white movie shit? I'm like, what the hell? I'm like, ew, God.
I don't like the mattress when you go to fucking camp out in the middle of fucking bumfuck nowhere. You get inside the cabin and you roll the mattress, and it's like, yeah, it ain't a mattress. You can give me some sheets so I can line this shit up because I ain't sleeping on this. Off your damn mind.
It's terrible.
Somebody get a bottle of Lysol. Somebody get a bottle of Lysol real quick.
Thank you. Give me some Lysol. I'll spray the shit and then blind it with some sheets.
I got a question. Is that a black mom thing?
No,
Is that a black mom thing? Because my mom did that to every hotel room.
My mom did that.
It's Lysol. Listen, it's Lysol, and if you really need to do some damage, the yellow bottle called Awesome.
Oh yeah. My mom had Lysol, and she had the Lysol wipes. She had baby wipes. It was.
This is what happens when people take that, take the tagline, kills 90% of 99.99% of germs on contact.
Now, bear in mind, my mom did this at the motel when we went to North Carolina in Henderson at the time. When we start going to hotels, different story, because hotels, they got maids and, go to Hampton Inn and stuff. It's like, all right, well, do I really need the Lysol and stuff because they clean them, so it's a difference, but she still kept it anyway.
What I heard, this is not true. There's no real chemical reaction to this. But as a kid, when I sprayed Lysol and I see it sizzle or hear it sizzle, I'll be like, yeah, it's killing all the germs.
It's killing all the germs.
Like you bought into that bullshit, huh?
No, that's not true. No, I didn't buy into that shit. Anyway, but yeah.
How long have we been on this? 5 weeks, 2 days.
I love that. I love that. They was just sitting there here like this. You're like,
what were you asking me?
Huh?
No,
my bad. I was telling you that Eris, I tell you what all that pubic hair was leading to. This.
Yes.
I gotta say, I wasn't prepared to see Batman jerk it to a wooden statue, but here we are.
I mean, he knew.
Look at the focus.
The focus.
Hey, y'all, place that with a cell phone. That's all of us.
It's the muscle flex. First off,
yeah,
we nigga, we ain't okay.
Hey Chris, I say replace it with a cell phone. It's the same look.
Oh, I thought you were saying that was we. I'm like, we who? Like,
yeah, we nigga. You never jerked over the. Chris, you gonna tell me you never
with that sheer amount of focus.
Eris, like you may never, even if you doesn't matter if it's in your head, or the TV, you never had to.
First off, why is Rob Pattinson flexing while he's doing that shit? That's kind of like
because that is to illustrate just how serious and just how real this shit is about to be.
Also, personally, I know it's symbolism that was going on in that whole little jerking off scene, but part of me also was thinking he's in the steam room where he puts the coal to keep the motherfucking light going, so it's hot in that motherfucker. And I'm thinking to myself, if I'm going to have a scene where I'm beating my dick, I want to be sweaty. I want to be muscular. I want there to be symbolism. Oh, all that. I want all that. So I'm with the shits.
You know what's crazy? Like not crazy, but like it's interesting because Robert Eggers is a director. I haven't seen The Witch, but I watched The Northman. He does a good job of really hitting the era of the movies he's doing it in. Like most directors, they kind of bullshit a little bit sometimes on that era to kind of like mess it up. Like that wasn't in the 1890s. What the fuck are we doing here? Like, you know, so it's like he really like the Northman. He really nailed that time period pretty fucking well. It's like, yeah, that makes sense. It makes perfect sense. That's why I was just that's a movie where I watched Northman. I'm like, yeah, I don't need black people to be in this movie. Just keep it white. Just keep it white. Don't need no black people in this. Just keep. I'm thankful.
Yo, my dad ain't shit. My dad's already like I mentioned this before that my dad's already my dad's Black Panther. So we was watching that movie. My dad like, think about it. Ain't a nigga in sight. Look what they doing. I'm like, I know. He's like, here's the thing. That was that was a very real thing. While y'all were up in the mountains slaughtering each other, the most unspeakable crap to each other, we had universities. We had toilets.
But AD 895, Africa was, thriving pretty well, I might add.
That's what I'm saying. During that time, y'all did the cold, hey, we down in Africa is like, so this is the 5th language that I learned and my children.
See, this is why I believe when me and D were talking about Mad Max at one point, I think when Fury Road came out, me and D were talking, I was like, it'd be wild if we find out like all this shit's going on in Australia. Meanwhile, Africa and everybody else is like, thriving. Like, nuclear war didn't hit us that hard. So what's going on in Australia? Well, apparently they're killing each other down there. I don't know what to tell you, dog.
Man, Uganda ducked everything, and now it's the powerhouse of the world.
Like, isolation is real.
Australia out here killing people for gas and food and shit. Meanwhile, the rest of the world was like, hey, what's Australia up to? They haven't been to the UN meetings. What's going on here?
Australia being Australia. Actually, yeah. Yeah. Actually, now that I think about it, all of the world is fine. Australia just got bombed to hell. Basically, Mad Max is what happened after the colony dropped from Zion.
It really did.
That's what was left of Australia. Just Mad Max type of living.
I'm sorry, because it's like that. I think that's the reason why I like the Mad Max movies. It's like I don't need to know what happened to the rest of the world. Let's just let us theorize that shit. It just makes it more fun that way.
Exactly. But I do want to know what's so who put the gas?
Put the gas here. I really want to know this.
And why was all of a sudden like Tina Turner like that's the only black woman here?
It's good questions here. She's like one of like 2 black people
I
throughout
think
the franchise.
She's the only black person.
Zoe Kravitz and Fury Road. That's 2. That's 2. 2.
Okay. I'll give you. So anyway, but yeah, but Eggers with the Northman, he did have this it wasn't so much a thing, but he was really trying to really nail into the fact that his style is just really bleak. That's what he does.
He likes mythology a lot. Like
he loves mythology and brutalism. So that's really what he leans into, and he does it very well. Even with this movie, everything feels dirty as all hell. It stinks and rots and all the rest of that shit, yeah. And it feels like that shit. But the one scene that we had, and I mentioned right here, was they got drunk and he was like, nah, everything you like, I hate you all, man. Like, but you're fond of me, lobster. You're like, fuck your lobster, nigga. I love it. You're fond of me, lobster. I know you are. You're fond of it. Say it. Damn you. Damn ye. Damn you. Hark. Hark. You heard the thunderclap? And then Willem Dafoe said, hi, ladies and gentlemen, I'm Willem Dafoe. And as you see, this is the scenery.
Put some hot sauce on that.
Hey, look, William Dafoe was doing that shit in that last Spider-Man movie. I was like, oh shit, William Dafoe. Yo, he comes in and is like, yo, I'm eating this, I'm chewing scenery. Let's fucking go.
Yo, this motherfucker was like, I hope, basically what he said was, I hope that you die. I hope that when you die, Neptune comes out the sea, beside himself, God to sea, plunge into your stomach, bursting ye. When he said bursting ye, I'm like, Jesus, nothing left to peck for the seagulls and the harpies. Nevermore will the sea Never more to life. Basically saying, fuck you, you never exist, you never were, you never existed, you would disappear, which is very scary in itself. But this is one of probably several times in the movie where it's not his character talking, that's someone else talking. That's like a messenger, or in the case of what we've seen in God of War games. Hey, are you a shapeshifter? Are you a shapeshifter or something like that?
Were you Zeus this whole time?
Is this a hey?
Spoilers.
Hey, is this a purgatory?
Stop it.
Is this a purgatory that we had?
I'm talking about the grave, like the grave digger from God of War 1.
Yes. Yes.
Were you Zeus this whole time?
Nah, this
is Poseidon. This is Poseidon, Neptune, Trident, big old wet. That's what we're talking. Big old.
I gotta be honest with you. I did laugh in like God of War 5, like when the reveal came out that Odin was chilling there the whole time in disguise. Yep. I was like, that was actually a good reveal, but fuck, man, that's just like, bro, you played the long game.
I was like, bro, you could have helped me.
So like we said, they was out there waiting for the ship, never showed up. All right, they'll show it tomorrow. Next thing you know, you see your boy dumping piss and shit. Thank you for that, Robert. Thank you. Yeah, but because don't worry, he did what we all did when he dumped that junk. Thank you. I felt the same way. I had to see that. It's already bad enough I had to see Willem Dafoe ass hump a bed. Anyway.
I think the funny one for me was like when he's telling him to bark like a dog and he's burying him and shit, and Willem Dafoe's still talking. He's like, shut up. I'm like, God damn.
That whole scene, but the whole scene is so great because basically after what we said is what D will say is a good night. Think about it. We have no more provisions. We don't drink up all of our liquor. So what do we do now? We're gonna make our own shit.
Yep. Honey and turpentine. What the fuck?
Niggas got twisted. So twisted the fact that when he wakes up, he reads like, "You're relieved of your duties." The fuck, nigga? Like he looks at his book like, yeah, like he said, I'm a good worker. You put it in and tell me I'm a good worker. Like, look at ye. I like how he sat there and read that nigga down, man. It was so good.
I mean,
when he said, like, first of all, D, when he started losing his mind and chasing after him with the freaking axe, you knew it was a wrap.
I wish I got a shot of you. Just see Willem full of.
I mean, dude said, first of all, he said, first of all, you already slipped up. I know who you are.
Oh yeah.
As a matter of fact, matter of fact, give me that knife you've been pocketing. Then he took the knife, snapped it, and said, I'm docking it from your pay. That's government property.
My man said docking your pay so many damn times. Even I was like, bro, this sounds like so government. Like, docking your pay. I'm like, bro.
When he said that the knife was government property, I'm like, bruh.
Ops right in front of your face.
I mean, right there. It was not the funny thing, but one of the things was when he was sitting there talking about his life, he's like, yeah, I basically killed a guy. But yeah, like the guy we was bringing logs down. He used to always call me a dog, and finally he slipped and fell with the logs and could have saved him, but I didn't. It wasn't my fault. When he said all that, like, oh, you pushed that nigga in that bitch.
My man said, it wasn't my fault. I'm like, okay.
And the thing that gives me, you hear this, you spilled the beans. He kept spilled the beans, boy. It is like, and that's where for me, Chris, it became like, I think he's in hell. I think really what is going on is Poseidon is giving ye a chance. Confess to your sins. But if you noticed, he never confessed. He only, no, it wasn't my fault. I didn't do it. Or it was always something else. It was all the way he was acting and all the rest of that shit. So when it got to that point where he was yelling at him for being a dog, it was really building up. He was like, look at you. Like, eyes as bright as a morning, eyes as bright as a girl. There's nothing in ye. no mystery 'twas there. Not at all. Just a crying bitch that wants the silver spoon that should have been his. I was like, this nigga was going on him. Finally, he started choking my nigga.
Ephraim literally looked at him like, I'm pussy. All right, bitch, let's go.
That's exactly what that was.
Yeah.
I'm pussy. All right, cool. Got you. The choke out was real. Hey, look, you see how Rob looking right now? He all flexing while you choking him. I was like, well, that's Batman for you. He out here just...
He said, that's Batman for you.
This motherfucker flips him on the ground, and what he saw back was what I think we all would see back in moments like this. The eyes of Satan himself. You know what?
What happens when your girl
the phone has like 5 faces, and this is one of them.
That's the face of your girl when she actually likes you choking her.
Oh God!
Aye, when he doesn't take you to Cheesecake Factory, they take you somewhere better.
Fuck you, D. Do not bring that bullshit up in this goddamn podcast. I swear to God.
Tis trending, Christopher. Tis trending.
We can have a whole 3BG can literally make the fucking Lighthouse our own 3BG presents the Lighthouse, and it'll literally be us talking back and forth about the cheesecake thing to where I go crazy and choke out D like, you keep bringing it up, I hate you.
Yeah, no, that's actually no. That's you choking Eris. Like, I don't want to, Eris. Stop saying it. Admit it. Caitlyn Kennedy is ruining everything. The red pill is coming.
Caitlyn Kennedy is ruining everything.
That whore is ruining Star Wars.
Yes. New Spider-Man name is inclusion, killing everything. Let it flow through ye.
Like, admit it. The neckbeards were right about the seahorse and all.
Fucking squid arms just comes out of nowhere. I'm like, what the fuck is this a hentai now? What's going on here?
Oh God, pure hentai energy, yeah.
No. To rope it back to Disney, it's 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea.
First off, man, you know what? For that's a movie that you would think that would be right up my alley. It was not right up my alley. It really wasn't.
They show that movie at schools, bro.
I'd rather watch The Black Hole than watch 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea. Shit.
So finally, he gets let go, and he starts punching him, and finally, it's fucked up because I always hate it when guys really truly get their ass kicked to the point of, you're killing me, stop. You heard that. And he was just hanging over my nigga, yeah. He was just hanging over
it's
my
almost like when Nicky beat Old Boy in Goodfellas. He just bit.
Here, look, here. What do you say? Here, little girl. Hey, Tommy, you hear, little girl? Hey, you hear, little girl? I hear, little girl.
That's exactly the energy right here.
Yo, you know what I heard?
What's up, baby? Talk that shit now.
Bro. That is exact, man. He was in a fetal position. Just, bruh. Tiny Whiteys, what are we doing here?
No. When he further insulted him, earlier before this scene when he insulted him, my man said, "You see, you smell like piss, like rotten dick, like curdled foreskin."
Bro.
Curdled foreskin.
Can I just say, if there was
curdled
anything...
like hot onions fucked a farmyard shit house.
I just want to say
curdled foreskin.
That imagery, bar none to me, is what was typical of what people see when they think of abusive white men. That guy had the computer, the fucking suspenders. Get in the kitchen to cook, bitch.
10 hours at the factory just for you to tell me that my son's gay.
Significant other on the floor. Fetal position.
The steak is undercooked, bitch.
The steak is undercooked.
This is what you likes to call it's still cold.
No, D. When you listen, when you brew decaf instead of regular.
Hold on. Taking it back to Chris having this rage to do this to you. God, I can't even say it. Jesus Christ. Yo, Harris.
What?
When you're a high value man and your wife won't let you have an affair.
I ain't gonna lie, that is the stance right there, man. He got his hand on his dick.
Stance.
That's a stance right there.
I'm the man.
No, D, you said it wrong. D. I'm not the man. It's I'm the prize.
I'm the prize.
Nah, we gotta keep it the 1890s. He's the man. All right.
I'm the man.
I'm the man.
All right? I'm the man. And I work with my bare hands. I'm a good worker. I didn't kill nobody. Yeah, you did, nigga.
You did, dog. Sorry.
Yes, you did, dog. Speaking of dogs. Let me tell you something. Like all Oscar award-winning movies that are serious, all of the comedy scenes, yes, they're intentional, but they're very intentional. This shit was pure comedy.
Like, here's the thing. Like, I feel a lot of these directors, when they do these movies, I don't think they're purposely trying to do it to be funny in a way, but it's just one of those things that the audience just takes to the visual so much that it's like, this shit's fucking hilarious at this stage. Because it's just like, it is. He has gone off the deep end, which, to be fair, if you're drinking turpentine and honey, yeah, I would go nuts too.
Oh, Chris, that's turpentine and honey. Truly, that's on the level of a Four Loko. I don't know what you're talking about, man.
You know what, man? If I didn't care about my life, if I wasn't on the precipice of getting married, I would try that. I would dabble into sipping that to see if that could work. But I like living. Okay.
Like, here's my thing. How is Four Loko still a
Well, it's the weaker version.
But people are still putting Red Bull in it.
Most people are psychopaths, Steve. All right. They're psychopaths. Okay. That's like taking a gas station pill and then taking a Red Bull after it. Like, do you want your heart to explode? Like, what are we doing?
I don't know. I feel like if you do that, yeah, okay. You know what? Yes, that is a stroke.
You want a stroke waiting to happen, sir? What are you doing?
My question is this. You know what? I understand that men suffer from ED and a lot of men don't want to talk it. It happens. But here's my question. What was the motivation for you to take the gas station pill? And here's these problems. It ain't Rhino. It ain't the Rhino one, the safe one. You took the Chung Lee and Ryu one. You know that thing.
He beat you to the punch. He beat you to the punch.
He didn't beat me to the punch. He didn't. I knew he was gonna do that. I just let him go along.
He said the safe one, Rhino, which you're right, it is the safe one.
That's technically the safe one. Niggas over here. I'm hearing stories of dudes that pop 3 Viagra before going to the club. I'm like, so your dick doesn't get no rest.
Your dick is like, why? Why?
So as
what's up, bro? I rubbed up on people, but we didn't have sex tonight. This is the 5th time he's done this.
So let me get this.
I don't think it's hard to keep up either. Yeah, I don't think so.
Right. So let me get this straight. You know, while your sweat box below your belt is working double overtime, you're getting extremely lightheaded up top because all the blood is just gone. And you're gonna mix that with alcohol too.
But I want this. But Kurt Harris, I want this rando who is. I'm speaking for guys our age. But I want this rando who is clearly in her 20s to rub up on me.
Your dick after 16 hours.
Still awake. Penis, are you high on something? High on love. Living in the underwear.
You popping 3 Viagra's. I don't know what to tell you, bro. That's
Somebody said, Chris, that was what you said. How the hell you gonna pop a gas station pill?
I'm not asking how many scenes you're shooting. I'm asking how many movies are you shooting?
Yo, that's my thing. Yo,
you pop 3. How many movies are you doing in a day, sir?
Ain't none of you niggas Devlin Weed, Bonesman Montana, or
Tony Everett.
Tony Everett. I need another new school dude. Hey, you ain't all
John.
You ain't John. You ain't Mike Dirty. You ain't my nigga D Ruff. Why you up here taking all these?
That's on the That's almost on the equivalent of
my nigga
like
B.O.Z.
You know he's still doing stuff, man. But
of course he is.
Why? Like why? You ain't my nigga Brick. My nigga Brick. He's a flamethrower. He's like it's like this. Somebody, I asked myself, I want Shane Diesel to be a real nigga. Brick said, "I'm right here, dog."
I mean, but like the visual of him basically walking to Willie Defoe to his grave.
Toss that nigga. Don't jump in that bitch. He's, oh.
I ain't gonna lie though. It's the walk outside. You know what? Okay, take the picture down real quick. It's the part where they're walking out the house. I hollered when he's still on his knees coming out the house like a regular dog. I was like, okay, time out. I'm like, bro, what are we doing?
Hey, Eris, this Eminem cover go hard.
It do, don't it?
Hey, don't be giving Eminem ideas.
The Marshall Mathers LP4.
No, this would be LP3.
For 3.
The game of Pampers. The Lighthouse.
How much you? Nah. I bet you any of my money, M would probably work this line from the movie into a rhyme. You lie to yourself, but you ain't have the sauce to see it.
You're too slow. You a dullard.
Niggas a dullard, pick up a bullet. See the seagull gulling. Harrison Ford D with the board.
Get Robert Pattinson to do the intro to this fucking damn album and shit. It's like doesn't carry the same weight as Morgan Freeman on 21 Savage album.
No, it don't. No, it don't. There was a window for everybody.
21
was the only one that took it.
Morgan Freeman said, "I like checks. I want to be popular with the youth.
I'll do anything as long as the Negro community don't think I sold out."
As I get back to my granddaughter that I'm having relations with.
Obviously, he's not having sex with her. Let's correct that. He's banging something else that is younger, way younger than he should be.
Well, he's Morgan Freeman.
Unfortunately, I think that granddaughter that he was having sex with, I think she died. No bullshit. I think she actually did.
To be fair,
it's like I think she murdered or something. I don't want to spread that around like this.
While running a Ponzi scheme that will be found out years later.
To be fair, Morgan Freeman is like 200 years old. He just is what it is, you know.
Morgan Freeman is still 49. He just
he has been 49 since he was undiscovered.
I'm sorry. I watched Kiss the Girls recently, and I'm like, he was supposed to be how old in this movie? It's like time out for a second. He's supposed to be in your 30s. No, dog.
When you was 5. Don't do that.
I'm sorry. Every time I see an old
face that slavery just missed. That's the
we talk. Look, I tell you, every episode we talk about people our father's ages. It's just like time, just like
we stopped making niggas like him a long time ago.
He is built differently.
We stopped like yo, when they lift the hood on him, they going.
He was.
All right, you all you motherfucking puppets. I want to hear that shit. I want y'all to get in line. We're going to learn the numbers.
Look at myself at the precipice of 40. I look at my dad at 40. I'm like, yeah, you don't build dudes like that. It's just like...
Nigga, we look, real talk, y'all. We look like, all three of us look like fucking Wolverine to our dads. It's like, how do
you do? Dad looking at me like, whose genes are you coming from? I'm like, it's yours, dog.
My dad told me, like, you look good for your age. Well, Dad, you had to deal with a cocaine epidemic. I never did coke. I said the epidemic around. It aged you.
It aged everybody, all right? Jesus.
It hearted you.
It hearted you.
Lord, your boy. I like how he dropped in that joke. He started shoveling down. Here's this nigga Willem.
Talking, he still had the rope around his neck.
I love it. Yeah. That he threw this nigga in there. He just started shoving the dirt on this motherfucker, right? Oh, Poseidon, what has ye done to me? So be it. Oh God, wrong one. Hold on, what's this one? Yeah. This nigga kept talking and literally chewing the dirt that got into his mouth, because I'm pretty sure Willem was like, nigga, this is one take. I ain't doing this.
He should have got Best Actor just for that alone, to be honest with you. I ain't gonna lie.
What you say?
He should have got Best Actor at the Oscars for that shit alone. Just for that alone. I'm like, come on.
I got buried, motherfucker. Man, look, I hope he had the Tony Todd motherfucking deal where Tony Todd had the thing where he got paid $1,000 every time he got stung by a bee.
Yeah.
I think every direct cum shot of dirt that hit him in the face. Nah, nigga, that's two.
2000.
Beside ye, nevermore. This nigga continued to talk as dirt got shoveled in his face. Up in heaven, Raul Julia's like, that man is spitting.
Bro, if Raul Julia was alive, I got
Raul Julia would have seen that like, I got to up this nigga.
I have a feeling. I have a theory here. This might be a stretch. If Raul Julia was still alive today, I think he would have done the Lighthouse.
You don't want him to do that.
I think he would have did it. I think he would have did it.
I would love to see Shanty
Raul
Julia, but they ain't.
No. We wouldn't be ready for that. We really would not be ready for that.
This nigga don't even sound Puerto Rican no more.
That thing. What the hell, man?
Yo, man, that motherfucker. Like the thing that kills me is though that after all that shit, right? After he finally dumps all the dirt on him. Oh shit. Let me go back in there. He yank them keys off that nigga, right? So he gets up there like, all right, I'm about to go to the Lighthouse. I'm gonna get a cigarette. This nigga go back, get a cigarette. You came in the wrong house, fool. I like how my man Willem.
He said you came to the wrong house.
This man said you came. Yar, you came to the wrong house.
You entered the wrong vessel, boy.
The wrong vessel, boy.
Should have played the Yakuza music for the intro.
Yo, what the fuck?
Thomas Wake, the chairman of the Lighthouse.
Look, he got it right there. Look, he got it right. This motherfucker pushed this motherfucker down. Took out the joke, and one shot at him. Plop.
Yep.
Yeah.
Then I just loved it because that motherfucker took a hit of that cigarette. Took a long drink of that joint. And went up to and walked up to the Lighthouse, bleeding to death clearly.
And
but finally, he got to see the light. And symbolism happened. The door opened up. He started yelling. And a really, really good effect that they did was that you can hear him screaming, but it was distorted. Yeah. And what this represent? I don't know. I think it's just one of those things where it's artsy and it's like, he's suffering or some shit. Because as soon as that happened,
and then
this man rolled down the stairs.
Bro, and that's why I feel like this was purgatory for him as like penance for him killing that dude, because it's like when it cuts to him being packed, at first I didn't catch it. I was like, this is a little bit of a quick turn. He falls down the stairs and then boom, he's being, how the fuck? And then like watching the second time, it was like, okay, maybe this is purgatory for him, and this was like, oh, he's in hell basically at this.
Now there was something I mentioned with the word having one eye. The partner that his old partner, Defoe's old partner, had one eye, and that was the guy that was before him. He was like, he asked earlier, he was like, "What happened to the guy before me?"
I wanted to see the light.
He died.
Crazy. Did he say he wanted to see the light and he went crazy or some shit?
Yeah.
And which is exactly what happened to Robert Pattinson. Like he went crazy and
so Robert Pattinson went all the way and said, "Nah, I'm killing a couple of these seagulls, nigga. Fuck these niggas. They over yelling at me, judging me."
You know what it is? The music that they played, I actually did enjoy it because as soon as you hear it, I was like, "Yep, some fuckery is about to happen. Something about to happen." Just
I liked it because the third star in the movie.
Yeah, that shit. It's like the fucking horn of Gabriel. Like, oh shit, the rapture's coming.
Boy, every hour that thing going off, that will piss me off. Yeah.
horns of Gondor and shit.
And like I said, that motherfucker was like just sitting out there. So like, they're gonna come pick us up, right? They're gonna swoop back around. And I loved it because he's like, it's only been, he's like, it's only like, what are you talking like, boy, it's been weeks. Every time I tell you to do something, you would.
I mean, he really thought the boat was gonna circle the block or something.
Daki Pay.
No, I was like, yo, man. He said, if we can ride out the storm, they will. Boy, you doomed us.
You doomed us, I tell you, doomed us.
But the one thing that what was it? It was that in the exchange where he was telling her that, like, yeah, like we've been out, like, and he was like, how long we been out here?
Weeks.
Days. Could be 2 days.
5 weeks. Who knows?
He was like this. Right now, boy, I could be a figure of your imagination. When he said that, here's me. He's Poseidon. Poseidon is fucking with him. He's Poseidon. You have a choice right now, Thomas. You, Mr. Ephraim. Confess your sins.
This man said this rock could be a figment of your imagination.
Now, here's the fun part about that, y'all. That also goes into theory, like, all of this shit was real and he was just going nuts. Yeah. That's the fun part about that. When that scene happens, like, so who was he talking to? No, that was his imagination literally talking to his ass, man. So yeah, that's kind of a theory I thought about. But yeah, this movie had just acting and cinema. You know, Eris, I wanted to ask you about that because everything was in black and white. You know what I mean? Did it really? It just added to everything, didn't it?
Oh, absolutely. Like, I couldn't imagine. I mean, of course, I could see this movie if they filmed it in color, but seeing it shot in black and white, minus, good old film grain, that real grimy, dirty look to the movie, it was missing.
Well, you don't need like film grain to it.
I mean, like, I'm talking about that real dirty looking film grain.
Yeah, I understand that, man.
Like for movies like this, like the stuff you see in the Kurosawa films.
Yeah, sort of like that. You want to be a little bit more dirtier and all. Yes, symbolism. God damn it!
Like this was just a little. This was in a way too clean for a black and white. But it's A24, and A24 has an aesthetic.
Speaking of which, when they made that Honey and the Turpentine, guys, that Honey and Turpentine.
Modern problems, yes. Modern problems, modern solutions.
That's what. Yeah, but
muted, Chris. No, I'm telling Chris he's muted.
Man, you muted, boy.
No, I was saying, yeah. I mean, you drinking turpentine, yeah. Maybe you do need to douse it with dump a lot of honey in it just to kind of,
Then
get around the taste.
Then also get me is that Chris. I mean that Chris Harris. How'd you like that mer pussy?
The thrust. The consistent thrusting, sir.
A little fishy, but hey. Chill. Get on, brother. It's
Lord Jesus.
Fruit. I'm sorry, man. Sorry. I am sorry. It's low hanging fruit. I had to go for it. Fuck it. As the shirt says, bomb. So A24 barely misses. Like, if we're gonna be fair, they barely miss. It's like their misses at A24 is kind of like, wasn't my thing.
You know what? Yeah, I think really their misses is more of you just don't understand. And the misses that Blumhouse have are like, so don't make this movie again.
Yeah. You tried
don't make this again.
It's literally like, well, you gave that person a shot. Didn't exactly work. Let's not do that again.
I don't think that's the director. Don't think it was a director or a group of writers. No. Did we make our money? We didn't. Okay. So let's not do that again.
It's like, all right. This was cute. Okay. This was very cute. You're not ever doing this again.
Like, because A24, because I'll say this about A24. When they do risky stuff, I say a good example of this. I think at the time I hyped it up, but then watching it, it was like, it was all right. Spring Breakers, right? The one with James Franco looking like Riff Raff, right? They made that movie for $5 million. Yeah. They made that movie for $5 million, and I think it made like 40 million or something like that. But like nobody was really like over the moon with the movie, and A24 was like, yeah, we're good on making these type of films. Let's not do that again, kind of thing. And it's like, yeah, it made money, but they were like, we saw what the critical response was, and we're good. We're fine. So they it's like I think A24 has a lane, and it's kind of interesting in a way because now after they came, because I think Everything Everywhere All at Once is their top grossing fucking movie of all time now under that studio now. And now they're getting into the thing of they want to kind of go mainstream it a little bit and stuff, which I'm like, I don't think that's a bad thing for them because they want to obviously branch out and do stuff. But I think that just gives opportunities to starting directors to put out action movies that might not be the mainstream action movie based off of a, like a property. It might just be a new original idea kind of thing. So I don't think it's a bad thing per se.
Well, I don't think it's a bad thing at all. I think A24, I will say this, I'm glad A24 has gotten the recognition of that they're higher. I don't want to say high cinema, but they pretty much are highly praised. They're more artisans to their work. You're always going to have them, as much as, there are different movie studios out there have different visions that are very corporate based or whatever like that. It is a bit refreshing for at least some, and let's just be real, some directors that get lucky enough to have A24 looking after their fucking movie. You know what I mean? Because that's like, oh, your art can at least grow a little bit here. You know what I mean? Yeah. Is it sellable? That's where it gets really questionable because
it depends on the movie.
Because even some of their highly praised stuff is like nobody's watching this shit.
Oh, you want to know a good example? And I would take it to the grave on this one. Fucking Midsommar. I hate that movie so much, and not in the way that people think. I hate that movie because, number one, why is there a black dude in this movie? There should be no black people in this movie at all. First off, just
wait, what?
Hold on, wait, CJ, I can answer that question for you because it has to be a work of fiction.
No, okay, fine, right, fine.
It has to be a work of fiction.
I watched that movie. I've seen that movie. I've seen Midsommar twice because everybody kept saying, "Oh, Midsommar is such a great horror movie." I'm like, this is stupid. This is just as stupid as that fucking what the fuck is the name of that movie with Nicolas Cage when he says the bees and shit.
Oh, that's the Witcher.
The Witcher Man and stuff. Midsommar reminded me of that, except it was just A24, high cinema. But I'm watching it and I'm like, okay, I get it. This chick is in an abusive relationship, yada, yada, yada. She getting back with her boyfriend. Yeah, okay, fine. But like, why is the black dude here? Like, any black person that gets there have been like, yeah, this is a weird cult. I'm getting the fuck up out of here. Nah, didn't happen. And I'm like
nope.
This is a work of fiction, clearly, like you said. You're right. You're right. It is a work of fiction because any black person been like, yeah, this is a cult. I'm getting the fuck up out of here.
Yeah, let me roll.
I'm going to the nearest town. I'm out. Y'all have fun.
Sorry. Oh, also produced. What?
What?
They did Bodies.
Yep.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah, A24. They had their hand on
put name on it and everything. Wow.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Bodies, aka Twitter, the movie.
Yeah, it wasn't that. I saw what they were doing. It wasn't that great.
That's what I said. Twitter, the movie.
People did that, wrote this like, ha.
It's like, we're trying to be clever.
Yay.
I look at all these titles of these movies that I'm going over, and I'm going to myself like, what the fuck? I never heard of this shit. Even the Steph Curry one, I didn't know that that was done by A24.
Yeah. It's kind of like I said, A24 and Blumhouse are like two studios where they unknowingly do movies that you're like, oh, they produced that. Shit, I didn't know that. Crazy, because especially on the horror side of things, you're kind of like, oh, that's Blumhouse. Of course it's Blumhouse. Why wouldn't it?
But then they put out something like X, and you're like, oh, but I know why you made X. You know what I mean?
X is I actually like X because
it was pretty good. It was pretty good.
That was an exploitation slasher, which I thought was actually pretty dope. So it works. But yeah, Lighthouse. This is one of those things that I can see. I'm surprised it's not on Criterion already.
Not yet, because A24 really has a lot of tight grip on their shit right now. So I think
I would love to see. I would love to get
eventually
into this.
Eventually.
Backstory on like the actors and what they did in the film. Because I heard rumors like basically Defoe and Pattinson, they didn't talk to each other. It wasn't on some like they hate each other. It was just they were getting in that mindset.
Yeah, they were in the zone the whole time.
They were in the zone. So like a couple of months after they did the film, they started talking and chatting, and everything was fine. It was just they were getting zoned in because they're working on a living conditions on a fucking island in the cold, water and all that shit on location. That wasn't no studio lot. That was on location.
Exactly.
So William Dafoe was zoned out. I know Rob was in his zone, so it's like, yeah, I can understand they probably were in the talkative mood of like in the middle of shooting. They were like, "Hey, so Rob, what are you doing today?" It was just we're acting.
Fuck the one asshole that probably went past them on the jet ski and stopped production for half a day.
It's like,
you know, there was some asshole. Hey, look, I think they're shooting a movie on that Lighthouse.
No,
Yeah.
somebody saw somebody saw Robert Pattinson while he was on a jet ski. It was like, hey, it's Robert Pattinson.
It's Edward. What's up, man?
Or they see Will Dafoe.
It's the Green fucking Goblin.
Like, it's the Green Goblin. Yo,
I loved you in John Wick.
Easiest paycheck you ever got.
Actually, I think the paycheck he got in American Psycho was the easiest one.
Oh yeah.
I loved you as Jesus. Yeah, you played Jesus in that one movie.
See, when
Streets of Fire, love it.
Like, listen, when he said, God, when he said, "Am I a figment of your imagination?" That was the line that got me because I was like, "Ooh, that's bringing in American Psycho vibes." Because because you really think about it, the only person who actually talked to him was Patrick.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I don't know what you're talking about, all these other people. What are you talking about, bro? No, he's in London. What are you talking about, man?
What are you talking about?
Did I kill those people? You probably did. You probably killed a homeless person. Anything, but
like, possibilities are endless.
All right.
But I do enjoy that they also, I think another thing about this film I did enjoy is that they did a good job of just keeping it to those two. I mean, Mermaid aside, like just those two. There wasn't no like, oh, it's some random person that also live on the island. It's just those two. That's it. Boom.
Those two and the shit that they saw. For example, did you like the Dr. Manhattan pose that butt naked Willem Dafoe had?
I wanted to take a picture of that so bad. And I was like, no, I look, if I'm getting demonetized, it will be saying the N-word fully and not thigh of Willem.
Thigh of Willem.
Oh, no. We said this earlier. Yeah, you get Michael John White A24 action movies, you know he be game. You know he be game. Be him and Lateef Crowder and shit every fucking movie. On some Chuck Bronson shit.
They'll give it to
It'd
somebody.
It'd be him, Lateef, Iko Uwais, and Tony Jaa.
Yeah.
Nah, they just give it to the deaf girl that was in Chocolate again.
No, they will not give it to her. She's
doing classy movies now.
I wouldn't say classy movies, but like the time of her doing like big action shit is long gone.
Yeah.
You know,
no big deal.
I mean, after Raging Phoenix, she was pretty much good to go.
Michelle Yeoh was like pathetic. I still do action.
What you can like I do to not only speak English but marry white men.
But you remember because they were setting her up to be the next Tony Jaa.
Yep, they really were,
and that did not work
because I don't know, man. Here's the funny thing: Tony Jaa is known like a motherfucker, but it feels like he was hot back in the day. You know what I mean? I don't know, man.
Now he's in Expendables 4, and we're like, huh.
Years ago, but here we are. It's all good. You made it.
He shows up in Expendables 4. Wasted.
It's the Winston.
Anyway.
If there's a check in it, I'm there.
I mean, you want to talk about just going. I can't really call it going to motions because he did trying to do something with his character, but no, that it was a bad movie. Just gonna let that go.
Yeah, let it go. That will not be a podcast, by the way, folks. Me and Sue saw that shit, and I'm like, yeah, this ain't worth my time. That will be the 2-minute podcast. This movie is shit. Next.
Nope,
and that takes a lot out of me to say a movie is shit, because I'll give a movie the benefit of the doubt, but this was like, the hell was this? The hell?
Yeah.
Expendables 3. Maybe I was too harsh on you.
Looking around the movie theater, spinning his head around. That's Chris. I can't believe it. Everybody's left. This is a terrible movie.
This is awful.
I really looked at Expendable 3 like, perhaps I was too harsh on you, movie.
We all apologize.
We all apologize to 3 like, fuck.
Expendables 3 looking back at us with a toothless grin of
like Chuck and fucking Goonies.
Tax evasion. Yes, tax evasion. That was a very timely joke at the time. Yes.
It's great. Harrison Ford. Quippy old man. Yes, it was funny.
Yes. We all remember.
Harrison Ford having the nerve to say, "Don't worry about church. He's out of the picture."
Hey, Harrison. Yeah, you don't know where you're at right now. Don't have a fucking clue right now.
The check cleared. I'm here.
I was given an opportunity to shit on Bruce Willis.
Hey, me and Prime had the funniest moment when somebody, again, this is why I like, he's old school. Obviously, he's in the new Captain America movie as Thunderbolt Ross, right? Now you get the interviewer to ask him, so what do you know about the Red Hulk? And I'm like, oh, you poor sweet child. Why would you ask this old man about Red Hulk? He doesn't know what Red Hulk is. And he literally looked at him like, who the hell's the Red Hulk?
I said, yes,
you sweet summer child.
Why would you ask Harrison Ford? Like, this guy does not crack open a comic. I'm not going to blame him for that, but it's like, bro, why would you? No.
Y'all niggas keep thinking Harrison Ford is a young man. He was 50 when we all made him a superstar. So stop doing this.
He barely remembers Han Solo.
Thank you. People were like,
no, not the movie. The character.
The character.
That's why I'm like, y'all mad Disney killed Han Solo. He's the one that's like, yo, kill me if you want me.
Like,
He's like, all right,
get
cool.
rid of my character.
Hey.
This is the one thing.
Dead.
Like, this is the
one.
one. This is the one thing I will happily accept. Kathleen Kennedy forcing.
Here you
But
go.
we
Here
want
you
to
fucking
keep
go.
him.
Here you fucking go.
She's going to destroy us all.
Destroy his soul.
Destroy his soul.
We need that clipped. I need that clip.
Aye, Christopher. Kathleen Kennedy will be. Let her tentacles coil inside ye.
I'm sorry, that is the nightmare fuel of pictures. Bro.
All right. Chris, number between 1 and 5.
5.
Eris, number between 1 and 5.
3.
Fuck. Eris. 1 or 2?
2.
All right. Okay. Next week we'll be doing the Wolf of Wall Street then. Okay. All right. Okay. Oh, don't worry. We're going to get to the other movie. The other movie was going to be Downfall. I was going to like, oh my God, Chris, here we go right into this.
Well,
okay. Bitch, you said it. Nah, Wolf of Wall Street will do just fine.
Hey, Wolf of Wall Street is what I like to call, look, I said my grievance about Martin Scorsese when I just watched Killers of the basically the Native American genocide movie. Fuck it.
Killers of the Flower Moon, goddamn.
Killers of the Flower Moon. And I complained about The Irishman, right? But then it's like you look at Wolf of Wall Street, that was like, it's like Scorsese, this is what you need to be doing. This is the type, like, don't do the I know you love Irishman, and now you wanted to get De Niro, and that's what give us stuff like Wolf of Wall Street. That's your lane at this point. Just do that.
I think Wolf of Wall Street was actually out of his lane a little bit.
How you figure?
No, Gambler was out.
Yeah. I want to say out of his lane. Here's the funny thing about Martin Scorsese. I think we love to pin him in one place, but if you look at his art style, you shouldn't do that. Yeah, you have the familiar face of Robert De Niro, and even in some instances, Leonardo DiCaprio. You kind of have this thing of thinking that he's kind of one note, or he's kind of the same when he does shit. Yeah, he has a kind of familiar style, but even then, it's not the same in all of these movies.
Yeah, because Shutter Island is a different experience than something like Bringing Out the Dead.
Yeah. Then you look at something like Gangs of New York, and you're saying to yourself, like, God, this is good. It's differently paced than what he normally does. But then you see Casino, Goodfellas, Irishman, and a couple of the episodes that he directed for Boardwalk Boulevard, and you go, that Boardwalk Empire. I'm sorry, Boulevard. Jesus. Empire. You look at that, you go like that. That's the classic Scorsese that everybody likes. But then you look at an old movie like Raging Bull, you can still see there's sprinkles of what he, you know what I'm saying, of what he was going to become. Same thing with Taxi Driver too. So you see it. You see that like Scorsese's just a good ass fucking director, yeah. So I think it does. I think The Irishman was such a swift kick at everybody's nuts for 5 different reasons. It kind of made it
because we hyped it up. Because I mean, to be fair for myself, I hyped it up because I was like, oh shit, he got Pacino.
No, Chris, no. I'm calling for this. Your cult stopped that movie from being better too, because the second Martin said, you know what? We're making all these Marvel movies. Get the old man, get him.
Real quick, because I'm not gonna go into this on the Wolf of Wall Street podcast. I'm gonna say it like this. My thing is this: I looked at Scorsese like, okay, I see what you're saying. Take your beef up with the studios, not the movie genre itself. Like,
hey Chris, we're sitting in 2023. Martin was kind of right, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Not really. Like running over was going to happen, and nah, D, we keep this going. And you know what did it? I was wrong, Chris. I was wrong. It wasn't Sony. It was the Flash. Who fucking knew?
I don't know, D. I don't know, D.
Hey, Chris, we lost money.
To be fair, it is technically a little Sony. It's just the Flash took the brunt of the fucking blow because Sony was out here. Sony out here put out fucking Morbius, right? And then put out that. Me and Prime were taking a piss out of that Kraven the Hunter thing. I was like,
I love
Kraven the Hunter.
I love it. I was on that episode when we was talking about that shit. I was on that
episode. Sir. That is not Kraven the Hunter. That
Caleb the Hunter.
White Panther. No, that is White Panther.
No. Prime said Caleb the Hunter.
Caleb the Hunter. Okay.
Bro, it's just my thing with Scorsese. I wasn't as hard. It was just like, because Jessica Lange got in on it too. And I was like, hey, Jessica, you might want to take that shit up with the studios because let's be real too. Like, hey, Jessica, like, hey, people would rather watch your art house movies, unfortunately, at home. That's just what it is. Sorry, unless you're under the A24 and Blumhouse branch, them other studios ain't gonna pick up your movie. Sorry, it just is what it is. Unfortunately,
Scorsese got stomped out by a lot of people who just wanted to put their rage out on him, which made no sense because it's really literally telling one of your heroes, you're old, you never did nothing. I mean, the core point was burning the whole Alexandria, the Library of Alexandria down. You're like, yeah, fuck his own filmography. Like, that's the thing that killed me about it.
But the thing of it is, it's like I'm also looking at Scorsese like, okay, Scorsese, you said this shit when The Irishman came out, but bro, let's be real. Looking at The Irishman as it came out, nobody was going to the fucking theater to see that goddamn movie. I'm sorry. I love you, dog, but nobody was like, come on, like even you gotta admit, like,
but
nobody.
Here's the thing.
Come on.
That movie was 4 hours long.
It took too long to get to the best part.
Thank you. That's what I'm saying.
It took too long to get to the best part, which was Al Pacino going, fuck him. That was
like, and that's the thing. It's just, I think at the end of the day, it's just like, with A24 and Blumhouse, you have studios that are putting out those cinema movies, but they're doing it in a way that's sensible, and they know the audience. Okay, we can put out these movies and we can put it in theaters after a certain amount of time, and we know we can make money off of the VOD, and also because it's low budget, and that's just what it is. And somehow those studios can navigate. You can't go to Warner Brothers, unfortunately, to get your cinema movies made the way you want to. That's what it is.
Especially now, it's going to have to be something proven and all the rest of that shit. Because I think John Wick got lucky.
Yeah, because that was wasn't it under another branch? Hold on, what was John Wick?
It was under Warner Brothers. Warner Brothers did it from start to finish. You probably think of the other production company that's with
Lionsgate.
Lionsgate.
Yeah, I'm gonna say that was Lionsgate.
Yeah, Lionsgate. But Lionsgate is under a different tier because Lionsgate, they operate kind of under the notion of like, all right, we're not putting out stupid, huge blockbusters, but we do have a lane that we're sitting at on our movies.
Mm-hmm.
So they know what they need to do.
Look. They're the Miramax of this generation.
Pretty much, but like I said, with Scorsese and stuff, like I wasn't. It was just like I get the point because at the end of the day, you were still able to put out Killers of the Flower Moon. So victory, dude. Like, come on, like it is what it is. It's just
yeah.
So you got a victory. It's critically acclaimed. You about to get an Oscar out that shit. So what are we talking about?
Let's talk. Yeah. So let's talk about how that. Talk about that one time you literally told Jonah Hill to say, "Smoke crack."
Some big ass teeth.
And the waspy ass glasses.
Man.
You know what? I like how Jonah Hill. No, I'm not saying that Jonah Hill's a monster like that one dumb white girl. I like how Jonah Hill is everything that I thought he was. He's a pure bitch motherfucker.
I mean, he's an asshole, which is like
he's not even close to a likable person. That's the thing. I knew it.
Like, it's just
I knew you were the suckier version of Jack Black. I knew it.
The suckier version. I mean, he can
That's
act.
funny.
I knew you were millennial Jack Black with a terrible personality. Actually, no. Jack Black got more. No. Tenacious D already erased the fact that they're not even on the same level. So whatever. But anyway,
Wolf of Wall Street, guys.
Wolf of Wall Street next week. So be prepared for us to be talking about how Mitch got thrown in the air. And that one time we all said, "Hey, yo, I think I'm gonna have sex with Margot Robbie inside of a kiddie room."
Right?
That scene had no business as being as hot as it was, y'all.
You ain't lying. This right here. He ain't lying. Lionsgate looked at their box office and was like, "Yeah, we're not gonna do big blockbusters anymore. Our lane."
That was a lot of money.
That's a lot of money.
That was a whole lot of. First of all, that was a whole lot of. Like, sir, stop it. That was a whole lot of money and Krispy Kreme that we had no business messing around with.
The Krispy Kreme is like. So where's the profits at, buddy?
All right, Joseph, real quick. I blame Ant-Man 3. Yes, I do. I blame The Flash and I blame Morbius. It was like pillars that were coming out the ground. And as they came out the ground, spires inside of the pillars would come on. So by the time The Flash came out, all three do. Oh my God, what's happening? Everything's happening. They were going to start conclusion of everything.
And that was
the inclusion.
It started with Morbius coming out. It started with Morbius coming out, and then Sony's dumbasses listened to the fucking damn trolling fans and put it out again, which I laugh because I'm like, you idiots.
And look, Chris, and they didn't even have the fucking nerve to tell Jared Leto to go in there and say it's Morbid time. They didn't.
You could have dubbed it. You could have dubbed it in, and we would have been like, you know what?
No, the goodwill you would have gotten from that. Yeah, I knew. No, you know what it's probably saying. You know what it probably said. We're not going to do that. Why? You remember where we were forced to put the Juggernaut bitch into X-Men? Yeah, it doesn't help. Memes don't help. So why are you re-putting it out? We're really trying to duck the feds on this one. Y'all don't want to know what we did to the books.
You know, the sad thing is this. The sad thing would have been, okay, we really got no choice but to put this out because we already put it out the first time. Had we known that this movie was going to flop, we would have pulled the plug right before showtime, and we could have just wrote this movie off on our taxes, like how we did with Batwoman. No, it's true. They did that.
No, they wrote it off on taxes.
They wrote that shit.
I'm like, bro, y'all probably would have been better off just throwing up Batgirl instead of the Flash, and you probably would have been fine.
And that was one of the bigger things too. As a business, what we were seeing that was going on over in, we seeing that Sony was just getting giddy because they were pretty much bulletproof and they could ride off of Marvel's back and do whatever they put out, whatever they fucking felt like.
They're doing it for cheap, so it's like more.
Then you have Marvel. Then you have Marvel bring out a whole semester syllabus of shit that they're going to put out within 5 weeks of each other. Then you had DC the whole time. Michael Keaton's get there, guys. Don't worry. I told you, Chris, when it comes to stuff like this, it's never one thing. It never will be one thing. It will be a joining of things to do this shit. Anyway, y'all, we have spent too much time on this shit. We will see y'all next week.
Peace. Oh my